All right. We are live right now on hot7025fm.com. I am fine as Carrice, and I'm here with my cousin host, Sir. Sir,
Hey
how you feeling?
everybody! You know what? It's Tuesday. I can only get better. That's it. I can only get
It's
better.
only up from here, huh?
It's only up from here. I'm trying not to. Last week I was in a dungeon. This week I'm trying not to be. So y'all bear with me.
Okay, we here. It is what it is. All right.
Right.
Um,
How are you?
yeah. You know what? I'm doing all right. Hair braided. I don't care. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Braids don't care. This is summer girl trying to get summer girl fine, even though summer about to
Mm-hmm.
be over, child. But
Thank God.
it has been so hot. It's super hot and humid today. Out
That's
here in
global warming, child.
Vegas. Global warming is serious. Did you hear about you heard about the tarmac melting?
What?
Yes, the tarmac melted over in Europe. The whole thing melted. Then they also had like all these sinkholes. So that was crazy.
Yikes!
Yeah.
I know my air conditioner act like it don't want to get cold when I get in the car. I know. I know it be trying to act like, no, it's tired. No, you don't need to be tired. It's 110 degrees outside. It feel like 115. I need you to work.
That's when you need like the push start, but I feel like push start is
I do
kind
have a
of
push start, and
and
I
it's
got
and
limo tent.
jeez,
It's that hot here in Houston.
man. Well, this whole global warming thing is crazy. Have you seen these whales just like jumping out of nowhere? Like big ass whales just like
I really
jumping
feel like
coming
that.
up to shore.
I feel like the animals is tired of us, and,
For sure.
and so they like, what we gonna do? We gonna jump on people. We gonna go to people's funerals. We gonna stomp on people. We tired. We gonna snatch ladies through fences and cages because we tired of y'all humans. Let us out. Did you see the monkey? It was some monkeys in India killed a village full of dogs.
No, I did not see that. What the heck is? First of all, the whole world is crazy. Okay,
Yes.
because we got a whole monkeypox situation
Mm.
that's happening, and I'm like I was reading something yesterday because
Mm-hmm.
they said it's through touch, right? But I'm reading something yesterday. It says
Okay.
that it could be airborne. I was like, what? I'm like,
Um,
oh, we are
did you
doomed
see the man on that looked like he got all the herpes on the internet?
on his face and his legs.
Yes, yes. Yes.
What
I was
we
like,
gonna
oh
do?
no. Oh no, I don't want none of the monkey or the pox, okay?
What we gonna do, child? Because this is a whole mess.
It really is. But listen, so I was telling you, the monkeys in India, this dog had killed a baby monkey. And so the monkeys came back, killed all the dogs in the village. Took them to the top of the roofs and threw them off the top of the houses. Over like a week.
What do you
So
think it is? Do you think that all the animals as well as all of us ourselves recognize that the world is going to shit? And is it the world
I think the world is as shitty as it's always been.
or is it the USA?
I think it's the world. I think the world is as shitty as it's always been. Facebook user says, "Hey,
Right. So it's a Facebook user. We have no idea who that is, but
right."
thank you.
But big ups.
It's our favorite time too, Tuesday, 5 p.m. for sure.
But yeah, 100%. I think it's the world. I don't think it's just the U.S. I think it feels like the U.S. because that's where we are. That's kind of our spirit.
I don't know. I
influence.
don't know I don't know because I have been out of the country since we've been through this whole COVID situation, and they are not experiencing things like us, and they are much more clean. They're cleaner, and they also are structured a whole lot better than what we got going on here.
Well, I don't know. I don't have a reference for it. So because I haven't been out of the country since COVID, so I've been. It's me, Jessica. Hey, Jessica.
Hey, girl. Hey.
But I really do. I think it's the world. I think people are shitty. People aren't more shitty than they've always been.
I think they are. I think they
You
for
think
sure
people are
are.
shittier than they've always been?
Yeah, I mean, especially certain groups of people.
You think certain groups of people are more shitty now
Yes.
than they were in the past?
Yes. And then I also think that people are suffering from a lot of different things that are causing them to react, irrationally. Like, I mean, I think the robberies have definitely increased. I know that they were saying from 2019, here in Vegas, like the crime has went up like 56%. Like, we're not even talking about COVID lockdown. Okay, they're talking about 2019 before we were even locked down.
When we were still outside kissing strangers.
I wasn't kissing no strangers.
What? You ain't never kissed a stranger on the strip?
I mean, if y'all don't know how freaking germaphobe I am.
Oh, well. That's fine. I definitely have kissed strangers on the strip.
Whole time.
Yes.
Whole time Nora Karma is Jessica. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
She says she must be put in Facebook jail. But yeah, no, it's crazy. I don't kiss strangers. I use protection every time unless you're my husband.
Every time?
With the guy.
Okay.
Every time. Never ever had it any other way.
Never
in my life. These are true life stories.
This is a fact.
Yeah, this is the facts.
Oh, well.
Remember this later, guys. You might win a prize.
Remember this later. Well, listen, I've been robbed. It hasn't been since the pandemic started. I haven't been robbed since the pandemic started. You know, it wasn't.
I mean, I haven't knocked on wood and everything else, child. I don't want to get robbed.
You know, I've been robbed of my dignity. No, I'm just joking.
For real though.
No, I have been robbed at gunpoint though. But I didn't get laid down. It was a really annoying situation.
What was it? What happened? Why did I not ever know about this?
Oh, let me tell you. Out here in Houston, I had never been robbed in Las Vegas, right? That's probably because I knew the people who was doing the robbing. But out here in Houston, I was on my way home. I was walking home. Car pulled up on the side of me. I thought it was something else. It wasn't what I thought it was. And
what you think it was?
I thought it was something. I didn't think it was no robbery. I know. I'm gonna say that.
What you think it was? Don't be. You ain't getting away with this. What you think it was?
The window rolls down.
Y'all think y'all was about to trade numbers?
The window rolls down. Okay.
Y'all was about to trade numbers or no?
I'm not. I don't trade.
Trade insurance information.
This is a transaction. Okay. So, window rolls down. I'm like, damn, I'm tired, but no, I was in North Houston. That's what I was living at the time. He asked me for directions. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about because I had just moved here. I had only been here like 6 months. Pulls his gun. I was like, how about you give me all your shit? I was like, are you serious? You really? You in a car? I should be robbing you. And he was like, just shut the fuck up and give me all your shit. So I gave him everything I had. And he took I was on the bus at the time. I was like, can I have my bus card back? Because, you know, you're in a car. So, like, you don't need my bus pass. Right? He was like, shut the fuck up. I'm taking this bus pass. I'm like, but again, you in a car. And he was like, give me all your jewelry. I'm like, I'm walking. I don't have no jewelry. What is you talking about? And he was like, if you pull out a gun, I'm going to shoot you. I'm like, you could have already shot me. And if I had a gun, you'd be shot. I'm like, this is so stupid. And so he was like, turn around.
Long story short, you didn't get your bus pass back.
Yeah, I get my bus pass back. He really took my bus. I was so mad. Then he went and paid his cell phone bill, his light bill, and filled his car up with gas. Fast forward a year later, I saw him outside begging in front of the store.
So maybe he stole the car. Maybe he really didn't have a car. That's why he really needed your bus pass.
I had just filled that bus pass up too.
Damn it.
I was so mad. I had just got that debit card that morning.
Dang.
I was so mad.
Man, listen, people out here getting robbed left and right. I don't know. It's just something going on. I know that like people have been sitting in restaurants and people walk in and, you know, they come up to them with some guns like, give me all your stuff. You know, they're robbing.
Church, child.
Man, listen, it's not safe in church, and allegedly, I don't know. Allegedly. But I don't know if you guys heard, but this situation with the pastor, his name is, I think his name is Lamore Miller. I think it's Lamore. It's spelled with a M-O-R.
Girl, his mama named him Lamar.
I bet you his name Lamore, but let me tell you, his name is Lamore Miller Whitehead, but he goes by Lamore Whitehead. I think he dropped the Miller, and I'll tell y'all why I think he dropped the Miller later. But this is what happened here.
You about to go through. Yo, yo. All right. All right. Yo, all right. All right.
So just to add some context, preacher, they're
When I
four.
laid down on the floor, when the young men came and put the gun to my back, as y'all see on the video, they, took my watch, took my jewelry, took my bishop's ring, and then they took my bishop's cross, and he ripped my collar off just to get to my jewelry.
Is that a Fendi scarf?
Whole outfit. Okay.
Okay, so
Do I need to rewind?
Say, oh, well, why are you so flashy? It's not about me being flashy. It's about me purchasing what I want to purchase, and it's my prerogative to purchase what I want to purchase. If I work hard for it, I can purchase what I want to purchase.
did he work hard though, or did he get donations?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. The
All right,
man
I'm holding.
said, listen, allegedly 4 men. Well, it looked like some men walked in, so I don't even know if we have to say alleged.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
those were male humans.
Or they were humans.
They were humans.
We don't know if they were males.
Yeah, we don't want to misgender them.
Right. Them. They walked in.
They walked
Okay.
in. Absolutely.
Allegedly with 4 guns, and had the pastor lay on the ground.
I felt like the pastor laid down before they got in there. I feel like he missed his cue.
Not his cue, child.
He missed his cue.
Listen, so he allegedly came in, and they came in. Pastor laid on the floor. We didn't see this on camera, but allegedly they put a gun to one of their kids' heads, and then they robbed he and his wife of $400,000 worth of jewelry.
Which is a lot of jewelry for somebody who's preaching the word to possess.
To wear to church?
Yes, that's a lot.
I mean, to have it, that's one thing, right?
To have it on in church, you preaching to me and you got on almost $500,000 worth of jewelry.
Okay.
Sir, you wearing a house around your neck? No, indeed.
So,
indeed.
So a couple of things about, if you watch the video, there were, it looks like some sheets that were tacked on the wall in the back, as backdrops.
With his name on them?
No, there was actually a sheet to the left where the gentleman who did not move an inch where he was sitting, he was sitting there, and there was a sheet above him that was tacked in. So, some other people had some concerns of
Okay.
You got $400,000 worth of jewelry. Why do you have
security.
a sheet?
Oh,
First, why do you have a sheet tacked up at the church?
you ain't got no curtains?
Yeah, like you couldn't. We couldn't
drapes.
We couldn't do anything better with that. So, there was questions about where he got his money. He claims that he got his money through real estate. He says that he owns the block where the church is, and the church that they're in now is just a temporary church. So he does
temporary jewelry too, apparently.
Child.
I'm just listen.
Yeah.
And I don't want homie to jump on me. J9 say he a little too haughty for me. Sounds like an insurance claim on purpose. Indeed. Indeed, Miss Roberts. Indeed. He missed his cue 100%. He came in.
What was his cue supposed to be?
So they were supposed to come in and say lay down. Right? They came in the door. He came in the door. He was looking at them in the eyes. He was already laying down. I'm like, yo, you don't even know what they want. They could have been like, you've seen Sister Act. They could have been in there coming in. And they were like, we're going to come praise the Lord. You could have been preaching so good that he calling them off the street. And that's not what happened. And he already laying down. I'm like, sir, nobody else is laying down. Nobody else is intimidated. Nobody else. They came as very targeted. And so I'm like, that was a setup. That was a setup.
I just feel like we just have to run this back because
watch
we really have to look and see the things that look and see the things that we may have missed. You know what I mean? Because
I didn't miss my cue. I saw it. Hashtag Mr. Q. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Yes, this is a whole real story, Facebook user. This is for sure.
Facebook user.
This is for sure an entire real.
It's a real story about a fake person.
So this one's going to come from ABC7. Let's see what they had to say about this.
Yo, all right.
A bishop in Brooklyn was robbed at gunpoint in the middle of a church service. The crime was
Check
caught
the
on
sheet.
the church's live stream yesterday.
Yep.
Bishop Lamar Whitehead says 3 men with guns stole hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry from him and his wife. Whitehead initially thought the men were going to shoot worshipers before they stripped him of all his jewelry, including his wedding ring and his bishop's cross. No one was hurt.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown.
So not he's invoking a church shooting. I thought they was going to shoot my parishioners, but nobody else flinched. The man that was in front of that burgundy sheet.
That is what I'm. That is exactly what I'm.
Is burgundy a holy color?
I think so. I think because
think
we
it
have
is,
we
too.
have definitely worn burgundy robes in our time. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Been on burgundy
And sat
pews.
on pews, right? The vestibule was burgundy.
Was
Child.
burgundy, okay?
Yes, it is what it is. But my concern is that I mean, people have things to say. We talk about things. We discuss what we think, what our opinions
Right.
might be on certain things, and then we also
think it was
deliver the
fake.
facts.
Right.
We also
It's the fact
deliver
that
the
I
facts.
think it was fake.
Facebook user says, "Let me."
It was like
What?
that looked like Deacon Brown. I don't know what that means.
I don't. Me either.
Facebook
I
user
got
might have had a
nothing.
stroke.
Not Facebook user, child. So that was that. Now there was another gentleman who's a pastor. His name is Larry Reed. Larry Reed is a popular. He reposts things about some shady ass tea. That has to do with the church. Okay. He has his own church as well, and then he had a lady on who was a guest with him on his Instagram live yesterday. Well, they were talking about this situation with Lamar Whitehead, Bishop Lamar Whitehead.
Bishop.
They were talking about him, and they were talking about how they felt about everything.
Right.
And giving their opinions, and somehow Mr. Bishop Whitehead decided he wanted to join the live as well because he had time. Okay, and woo, child, it got real risky, and I want y'all to tell me what you think about how this all went down.
Right? And you want to sit here and validate homosexuality because you just admitted that you're a faggot. I don't know. Don't give me no props and laugh at me at the same time. Don't give me no props and laugh at me at the same
we
time.
Want to go there?
Yeah, let's go there.
Since
Let's
we
go there.
want to go there.
Let's go
sir.
there. Let's go there,
Number
Biggie.
one,
Let's
you're
go
saying
there,
that
Biggie.
You don't know me. You've never
Let's
seen
go
me.
there,
Number one,
Biggie.
you're a liar. You're a liar.
I'm a liar?
All
right.
A bishop in the Lord's church.
That's right.
You have seen my face on your timeline before, and if you say you haven't, you're a liar.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
That's
I
cool.
don't
I'll
know
take
you.
it.
I do not know you.
That's
And then
cool.
Larry,
But
you want
here's
to
the
talk about.
problem.
Hold
Here's the
on.
problem, though.
And Larry, you want to
As
sit here
a
and talk
man,
about.
here's the
Hold on.
problem.
Larry,
Here's
and
the
you want to
problem.
sit here. You want to sit here and
As
talk
a
about
man
that I spoke about
who
homosexuality.
comes on a
Hold on,
live
ma'am. Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
This
Nobody
is
wants to talk to you,
really
Biggie. True. That's what you said, Larry, and y'all laughed. And what you did was you laid on your carpet. You laid on your carpet and pretended to be me. You're disrespectful, okay? You're disrespectful.
This man won't clap
And at the
so
end of the
bad.
day,
That's why he
at the
on
end
the
of the day,
line.
Larry, at the end of the day, Larry, at the end of the day, I respected you. And you want to talk about the LBGT community? And you want to sit here and you want to validate homosexuality because you just admitted that you're a faggot. All right, that's on. I
Didn't I tell y'all?
That's right. I said it. That's
now
right. I
everybody
said it.
knows the spirit that you operate by.
No. Everybody
have a
understands the
spirit
response.
of religion,
Everybody knows
a spirit
understands
of
the
religion,
response.
the
All right.
spirit- the
Understand the
spirit
response.
Well, sir,
That man
how do you
said
feel about
LB
this?
He said, "What is it? LG? No, he was a LBTG. He thought it was TGIF. Okay, he couldn't even get the letters in order. I feel like he's very, very upset because people saw through the scam. Even though he had the sheets up, we could still see through. And then he called the lady Biggie. So in
the entire live, because I did watch the entire live, which was like 40 something minutes long. Okay. But in the live, he also called her fat ass and some other things. And I'm like,
so
wow.
Attacking black women on the internet.
J9 says that he has a horrible disposition. His spirit is vexed my soul.
Yeah, he vexed himself. I mean, the insurance company is like, sir, we saw the video. We saw you lay down before they walked in the room. We don't believe you. And then he called homie a faggot, which was, none of it was necessary. Like, it was too much. And he got, okay. What you think?
So a couple of things, okay? So, okay. I mean, I think that him being a bishop and, using those types of words and, responding to people that way. And then even him jumping on the live, because if this really did happen to him and he was upset the way that people are talking about it, I mean, he can just leave it alone and let the insurance company handle it from here. He doesn't have to jump in. But then I had to figure out, why is he jumping in? Why does he have this type of behavior? Okay, so I used the Google. All right.
Googler.
I got on the Googler and I said Lamore. Okay. Lamor. Okay. Whitehead came up with a Miller. All right. Because it's Miller-Whitehead. All right. So the Googler said that Lamore had a vacation upstate for 5 years for identity theft and fraud, and it's a little bit of grand larceny as well.
A little bit.
Okay, so he spent 5 years upstate for those things.
So he a thief.
Allegedly.
He's a stealer. Well, no, not allegedly.
Well, he was proven guilty.
He was prosecuted. Tried, prosecuted, and convicted of those crimes. You don't go to jail for alleged. You don't go to prison for allegedly doing nothing. You go to prison for doing it. So he's a thief. Now he may be a reformed thief. Doesn't feel like he's reformed. It feels like he's still out here thieving, and he's stealing from himself. He done ran out of other people to steal from. He got to steal from himself now.
Facebook user is now activated. Okay.
Right. What's going on, Noir Karma? But yeah, I think that he is loathsome, the language he was using. I don't think that was in any way helping his case. He doesn't seem like a kind human being at all. And also, he's a poor decorator with that burgundy. I just want everybody to know that burgundy sheet on the wall with them thumbtacks.
It's not it.
It's giving, I just got out of my mama's house. And
he just got out of, not too long ago, jail, and maybe his wife isn't the best decorator.
Well, they needed to pay a decorator instead of that $400,000 worth of jewelry.
Or perhaps, those of you who are listening, if you have any insight on the 4 people, those 4 people who went in armed to rob he and his wife only of their jewelry.
Room full of people. They robbed 2 people.
To rob he and his wife only of their jewelry. If you have any information, you can now have access to $50,000.
$50,000.
Leading up to the capture of the 4 men and the recovery of their jewelry.
$50,000. You lost $400,000. You say, I'm gonna give you $50,000. Sir, I'm keeping that. If I find that jewelry, it's my jewelry. If I know where that jewelry is, that's my $400,000. I'm gonna go. Listen.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything. We are retracting this from the record. Thank you.
That's fine. That is
so
fine.
I don't know anything you need to say before we close the case on Bishop Lamar Miller Whitehead, ex con felon.
Bless his heart.
And bless his jewelry wherever it may be,
or
even if it exists.
If it exists, for real, it's as real as his bishopness.
I mean, somebody had to grant him as a
Or you
bishop,
can get
right?
that online.
Can you?
Yes.
Good
You can
night.
get ordained on the internet.
Well, first of all, I need to get ordained because I think I want to marry people
Mm-hmm.
in like risky weddings, but that's a whole nother show and conversation. I think
If
I'm
you
gonna jump
become a
on that.
captain, you can like if you can
Like
you
of a
be
ship?
So like for real, if you learn how to sail a ship, you can also marry people on.
Even learn how to sell a ship? Like,
So
what
you
size
got
is
two
the ship?
things.
Okay.
I don't think it matters.
It's a 2-for-1. It's a
Yes, two for
twofer.
one. Yeah. And then you
It
can be like,
sounds-
"What's up, baby? You know, I got a ship." You know what I'm saying? You know.
Oh, shout out to ships, chow. Okay. I mean, hey, I'm done with it. I'm closing the case on Bishop. I feel like him jumping on that live was like almost Bishop suicide in some ways, and also to his insurance. Insurance claim could probably be at risk.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I think that what's going to happen next is that all of these news outlets who have posted him being robbed of his jewelry
Right.
are now they're going to post him calling dude a faggot.
Right.
And they're also going to and they're going to post him slandering the lady for her weight, her size,
and fat phobic. He's a lot of phobics.
This is not good.
He's a lot of phobics.
J9, you have not heard my theory that Jussie Smollett is innocent.
Innocent of what? Exactly.
Of knowing the entire story as to what scenario was going to go down that night.
Yes, you have said that. You said that. I still think he was out there. It was a kink, and it just went wrong.
And I think that's a fair thought. Like I think that's a fair thought of Jussie Smollett.
Yeah.
But
I mean, listen, I ain't gonna spill all my tea like that.
I think no, I think Lee. So J9, I think Lee Daniels set that up. I think that Jussie knew a portion of what was going to happen, but not the full story, and which is why Lee Daniels came and spilled the beans so quickly to the police and the media. Because and then too that was the time where their ratings were so low that they were about to cancel the show.
Right.
I think that Lee Daniels had something to do with that. I think Jussie knew part of what was going to happen, but not the whole thing, and then he ended up taking the rap because he was going to get blackballed, and so were his sisters. But my thoughts are risky.
Yeah, I could be.
Did you get anything? Shoo, just a Subway sandwich.
Please.
Anyway. Carrying on, people out here doing a whole lot of things in these streets. So what's up next?
So, okay. Since we're talking about people calling people faggots, right? So, the House just passed codifying the same-sex marriages, right? And so the Republicans is like, no, we don't want any same-sex. We don't want women to be able to control their bodies. Gay people can't get married. This is not happening. One of the Republican House representatives, Glenn Thompson, who voted for it, also that same weekend went to his gay son's wedding. So he said,
so how much of a contradiction do you want, really? Like,
and so he was like, I'm at my son's wedding. I love him. We're ready to welcome him and his husband into the family. But you just voted against gay marriage, sir. Like, you literally just said we don't want any more gay marriage. So you can't have it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting married, right? Me and my husband getting married. We said we're gonna throw away, and I'm inviting my obviously Republican white daddy, or his Republican white
daddy. Obviously, you're gonna have a Republican white daddy. Clearly,
everybody knows I got a Republican white daddy. Anybody that knows me knows I got a Republican white daddy.
Right.
Why would I have a black dad? And so my Republican white dad comes. He's like, I'm so happy for you. We've gone hunting together. We've played golf. We've drank scotch. And then I find out that this same daddy was like, I don't want these two homosexuals getting married. I don't want these two ass pirates marrying each other.
Oh my goodness. Went to work voted against it, and then was like, "Well, I'm already RSVP'd, so."
Right, and then was still eating the chicken at the reception. Did the daddy dance?
The bland chicken at that.
Right,
not the daddy dance, child.
Do you think they had a daddy dance?
For sure, and and I hope it surfaces.
The daddy dance.
So do you think so? At this point, it's like, okay, so now we can confirm politicians just work in alignment. They don't work for the things that they actually believe. They work in alignment with each other.
Exactly.
And that's the part that's unfortunate when it comes to dealing with politics, because we need you to be aligned with the things that you're voting for. Otherwise, what the hell is going to happen to your son? Okay. Like what you want his marriage to be reversed? You want it to
you pay for this wedding, because I'm assuming his son was the bride. Okay. Not that there's and I'll say this, and I don't mean it to be anything. I'm not saying that there's a man and a woman and two men in a relationship between two men. I'm just saying his daddy paid for the wedding. That's what I mean when I say he's the bride. That's all I mean when I say that.
Okay. And Nora Karma says that's why it's important to vote. The issues that impact your household, right? But he voted.
He did vote. He voted against his household.
Right. That's why he only voted in alignment with the Republicans. He didn't vote for the things that really impacted his home. And that's the problem. It's not he's voting for the party. That's the thing. Yeah. We vote emotionally. We vote for things that are important for our home and our children. Republicans like, nah, we on this team. This is who we voting for. Like, and we really need to figure out how to get past those things. Otherwise, we are up the creek. Like, what can happen next?
Right. Absolutely.
So this man clearly didn't care. He was like, I'm voting no on that.
Voting no on that. 3 days later, daddy dance. Dun, 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 dun. Handing out toasters at the watching the drag queen at the wedding, watching the drag queen marry.
Paying the rest of the deposit when they show up at the venue, child.
Very that. So it's just sad. That's a sad. Day. It's a sad day.
It's so many things going on with like voting and the things that have been overturned, the things that are about to be.
Right.
I mean, long story short, some of y'all can't even be married to your partners that you are with because they are not your same ethnicity. Okay. We don't even have a nationality.
Who don't have a nationality?
What are we? You.
I don't know what. Listen, I'm gonna take the DNA test. I'm gonna tell you what I am after that.
I was thinking about taking that. I was initially against it, but because I don't want them to save my DNA. What if one of y'all rob a bank?
Your DNA, child.
I'm sure.
If you've been to the hospital, they got your DNA.
I'm sure. Okay. Yeah.
You've had a pap smear? Got your DNA. You know what I'm saying? They got it. Shit. So
why we got to put in women's issues up in this? Okay.
Well, because women's issues are important, right? Like they overturn gay marriage, they overturning Roe v. Wade. Anti-abortion people are just running rampant everywhere. Giving out commencement speeches at colleges. And so in Michigan, University of Michigan, the medical students protested at their white coat commencement. Now, picture this. You've been in school 475 years to be a doctor. Okay? You show up to your commencement speech, your commencement thing to get your white coat, and it's a woman standing on stage that says, hey, I don't think women should be able to get abortions. And you like, do you walk out? Do you leave? Or do you stay?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, let's see.
So this is showing incoming Michigan students walk out in their ceremony when they have the speaker reach the stage.
Look at them. Now they knew she was going to be there, and they're doing this in active protest. They have sent a petition around the school. 400 students and faculty signed the petition. Collier, her name is Dr. Kristen Collier, is very anti-abortion. She thinks that we should protect even the most innocent of our. She says she's a feminist, and that she believes in protecting women's rights, especially those of us who are the most innocent, meaning children, and that we don't need to hurt them in the name of autonomy. And so she's saying that, hey, we're going to protect our sisters in the womb. And that's what she said. That's not Me,
I believe
like
you.
being, but as she said, we're gonna protect our sisters in the womb, from death. I don't. I listen. I probably would have left. I want to say I would have protested, but I'm like, damn, I've been in school 475 years, 40 days, and 40 nights, and I
I
really,
think I
I
think
really
at
want
that
this vote.
moment, the protest probably would have meant way more to you at that moment. Like in that moment of you being there to, experience one of the, best things of your entire life,
Right.
and someone who is completely against what all of you believe,
Yeah.
that, especially when it comes to medicine,
Right.
that she gets up to do a speech for your commencement. Like,
And the school picked her.
yeah, nah.
First
First of all, F the school, and
the
F the speaker as well.
so the school said that she wasn't going to speak and she wasn't going to say anything about abortion. That's not
Who
what she was going to
cares?
speak about.
But they know what she
And
stood
that
for. They knew it.
They can't not have a speaker because of her beliefs.
Why
because
not?
Well, I mean, that'd be like having a pro-abortion doctor and everyone walks out who's anti-abortion. Like they
But
can't.
what's the likelihood of that happening?
As
With medical
likely as
with medical students who make they are now in the position to say that this lady might need to have an abortion because of her
Right.
medical condition.
Right.
But this lady's like, no, you
But
can't
this
make that
lady's
medical
also a doctor.
decision. Yeah.
she's a doctor and she found she didn't grow up in a Christian household. She found God after she became a doctor. And so her faith, she's basing it on her faith. But she found it after, and she wanted to, be clear about that. But I don't think that I'm not like anti-protest, right? I'm not at all. But I do think that people have a right to their opinion. I
Of
do
course,
think
you
they
can
have
have
a
your
right to their point of
opinion.
view, right? And so
That I don't have to sit there and listen to it, even if you do have an opinion that you're not voicing at that particular moment. I'm not going to a Trump rally. Sorry.
well, but this isn't a Trump rally though. This
That's
is like
that's what
your-
I'm saying. That's exactly my
Right.
point. There's been things that we've had here where there's conventions where we didn't know he was going to show up and he showed up.
Right.
And matter of fact, one of our cousins even got carried out of the entire convention because
Right.
he was opposed. Like, what in the hell?
Right.
So, and that was all over CNN. So I just think that, I mean, I protest about what I feel is necessary. If this person
Yeah.
was recently vocal about being against all of these things right in the middle of us going through a overturn, then
Right.
I feel it. And I'm sorry, the commencement is not that important. It's not that important to me. I didn't even go to mine. So it wasn't that important to me. We got family members dying or go to this. I didn't care to do that. That just wasn't, it
I hear
wasn't
you.
that important to me. Just mail me that shit and we good. Like, it's not, it wasn't that important. But for, some people want their protest is more important, and I'm here for it. Now, I think that people can have an opinion of what they feel and what their faith is and all of that.
Right.
But why should that impact someone else's decision?
I don't think that your faith should have an impact on someone else's decision, but I think that I think it's important to hear the other side, because
Really?
I really do, because she's arguing that it's life and you're destroying life, and there shouldn't, and that one life is not more important than the other, right? And that each life deserves a chance to to be realized. And I don't disagree that life is important,
Yeah, I think that there are circumstances, and whatever those circumstances, like I don't think that even you should have to go to get this process or procedure done and have to tell them why. It could be like, obviously there's a reason why you're there, whether it's because the child has some sort of illness that cannot be cured, or maybe it's going to hurt the mother, or maybe it's like, this ain't the right friggin' time, whatever it is. I don't even think that should be disclosed.
I don't believe in a woman's autonomy, right? I do believe that she should be able to make a decision for her own body, right? And I don't believe that religion and politics mix.
They don't, but
because
unfortunately,
it's inherently prejudiced.
Unfortunately, we have 6 Supreme Court justices who are Catholic that are on the Supreme Court out of how many? 9.
Out of 9.
6 of them are Catholic, child.
Not Catholic. So
Which
no
means,
divorce,
which
no same sex, no abortion,
right? No condoms,
no
nothing. Throw the
condoms.
condoms out the window, child, because you don't need them in that religion.
I'm gonna need one condom once in a while.
I mean, either you don't need them in that religion, or it's because you're molesting boys. But anyway, I mean, I think it's a couple
Anyway,
of different things that could happen. Couple of
I,
reasons. But I ain't the one that gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
you ain't heard that from me.
Mm.
So since we gonna stop talking about dead children, right?
Child.
we gonna we gonna talk about some living ones. They still
Okay.
hurt though. So in Moscow, in Russia, a 7-year-old. His name is, I want to say his name is Christian. Yes, Christopher. Excuse me, not Christian. I'm thinking about somebody else. So Christopher was playing chess with a robot, which is dope. And I got a video. We're gonna show what happened playing chess against this robot.
Sorry,
So this
those of you who are listening live, go ahead, sir.
So this is him. He's playing chess. They said what happened was the robot was making a move. Christopher, who's one of the top 30 chess players in the world, was excited, made him, and was trying to make the move before the robot finished. And the robot grabbed his hand and grabbed his finger and broke his finger.
What?
Yeah. So imagine you bring your 7-year-old to a chess tournament, right? You think my kid plays chess because football is dangerous. My kid plays chess because they're not good at basketball. I don't want them to get hurt. And then a robot breaks their finger at a chess match. He completed the chess match and the tournament. He just told him what moves he wanted to make. But they said, well, the robot hadn't hurt anybody all day. he didn't hurt. He played against other kids. He didn't hurt any of the other kids. They were essentially saying it was a little boy's fault that he got his finger broken
So
because
do
he
you
should have
think?
waited.
So this kid is like the top player in the world, and
Right.
are they saying they're trying to say that he made the move before the robot was done? But did he really? Or is that what they're just trying to say? Because if he obviously knows how to play chess,
Right, he
he
know how to
knows
play chess.
exactly. So why would he make a move before the robot is done making a move? Like, he couldn't even make his move. Like, what would be the purpose of you making? I mean, obviously, I know in chess you anticipate whatever somebody's gonna do, right?
Right.
But why would the kid make a move
Right. Before the robot was done.
before the robot was done when he been playing chess as a professional for however many years?
Right. I think that the fact that they were like it was essentially it was the 7-year-old's fault he got his own finger broken, and like not taking responsibility for this fucking robot that's breaking people's hands. And I'm like, you can't just be break. And so the parents of the child are going to sue the organization, the chess organization that held the tournament. But they were like, well, it's a very bad thing, but he got too excited, and he shouldn't have moved. He should have waited for the robot to stop moving and then moved. But here's the thing: when you're playing a human being, I'm not going to break a 7-year-old's finger because he moved too fast. And like and telling me the robot is hadn't hurt anybody else all day. I don't give a damn about that. Still a robot. Shit, this robot broke my son's finger.
So do you think that like this wave of robots that we have coming through, right?
Robots and monkeys. It's gonna be
monkeys, Teslas, all of the new vehicles that have been
Right.
approved to become electric.
Right.
With all of these bills that have been passed and funding
Right.
given out to the car companies, do you
Right.
think these robots about to take over and we about to be doomed, or what do you think?
We're gonna wake up one morning and it's gonna be in your driveway. It's gonna be a monkey and a Tesla. What it's gonna be? It's gonna be
Why
a
can't it
monkey.
just be the Tesla? Why does it have to be the monkey and
The monkey gonna be driving the Tesla or driving one of them electric Ford trucks. It's gonna be and we're gonna look over. It's gonna be an orangutan and an F-150 looking at you, and you're gonna be like, what's going on? What's happening? Your landlord, the person you're gonna be buying your house from, it's gonna be a robot. And they're gonna be able to run your credit as you walk through the door.
No, you'll be able to be scanned. I'm pretty sure
Right.
all of those things will happen. What do y'all
Right.
think? Those of you who are listening live, do you think the robots are going to take over? What do you think is going to happen? I don't know. Aliens are out here. There's been more and more sightings of aircraft,
Right.
unidentified aircrafts. So, I mean,
This
I don't even know
engineer
what the hell's
from
going to
Google
go
just
in.
got let go.
Speaking of Google,
Because
child,
he
go
said
ahead.
that the AI was sentient, and he was trying to let them know, hey, this AI knows what it's doing. This isn't just artificial intelligence. This thing is intelligent. This is a being. And they were like, nah, it's not a being. You're fired. And so, which sounds like a setup for a science fiction movie. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, we're gonna wake up and our toasters is gonna be trying to choke us out. For those who still have toasters, I don't have no toaster, but I'm just.
I have a toaster. It's under the cabinet.
I don't have a toaster. I don't eat toast.
I've not used the toaster. I need to just give it away, I guess. I've not used the toaster and I don't know how long.
Is it big enough for bagels? Do you eat bagels?
I eat everything bagels. So bagel thins.
Oh, come on, bagel.
But you can. I mean, I like them. I don't like a lot of bread. Mm-hmm. So bagel thins do the job. One thing that I did see over last week, I saw Nope. Okay. And we had a girls' night with, aunt, cousins, and all that. It was a good time. The movie Nope, I really think y'all need to see it. I'm not trying to get too many spoiler alerts, but I'm going to give some.
Okay, let's hear it.
Are you going to see this movie, sir?
I am going to see it. I like Jordan Peele. I've liked everything he put out so far.
It has a really great, if you really pay attention, and shout out to Nora Karma, because she woke up the next day like, I don't know what the heck just happened. But it really has a great message. So those of you who have been contemplating like whether or not you should go see Nope, definitely yes. Okay.
Yes, go see Nope.
Yes, go see Nope. J9 says we will be forced to live amongst them. Humans ain't going extinct like that.
Some of these
they trying to make us go extinct.
Some of these TikTok kids, they ain't gonna be here. Listen, some of these kids that don't play outside and never played outside, they say bring your notebook
to go watch the movie. But it's definitely a great movie. So if you were thinking about whether or not you need to see it, it's definitely a good movie. For sure, go see Nope. And whatever else is coming out. I mean, I don't know. We're giving away tickets here on Hot 7025.
I am.
Shout out to
I was telling people in my job about 4 feet. I was like, y'all need to listen. Y'all need to watch this. So
Shout out to 4 feet for sure. We will be. We actually have an interview with them. I have an interview with them on Thursday with two of the characters. One of them was Tobias, who played the short dude who was with the transgender lady.
Yes.
So that should be fun.
That should
be fun. Aretha said she saw it twice, Jill. Okay, twice. She said she liked it the second time.
That's what they always say. I liked it the second. The first time was kind of rough. But
I definitely do think that we should watch it. You should watch it twice. You're going to have to watch it twice. I mean, I don't have to watch it twice, but I could watch it twice because I got it the first time. Those of us who are advanced, we just are what we are.
I like to do things twice just to make sure I like it.
Nora Kama says 4 feet was great as well. Man, it's so much stuff going on. It's like I can't even. It's like every day I wake up, I feel like something else is happening. Okay, something else is going on, and I don't know if we can like catch up like with everything. Shout out to those of you who went to Rolling Loud. Hopefully you didn't get monkeypox. Okay.
Lord.
Because the last thing that I read, and this is alleged because I don't know if this is to be true, but was that monkeypox could essentially be airborne. So y'all could breathe and walk in and get monkeypox, child.
There the monkeys go again.
And
they trying to listen. The monkeys in the cars is trying to kill us, child.
I'm just so confused as to what can we do at this point.
They're trying to keep us in the house. They're trying to keep us locked up in the house. I think they trying to scare the shit out of us so we don't ever leave the house again. But the problem is, They can. I'm not scared. I got somebody. You got to die something. You got to die something. And so I'm gonna go outside and go to brunch. I'm gonna go, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
go shoot some
I definitely
pool.
don't want no monkeypox, child.
I don't
We
want
saw
monkeypox either.
a photo of the gentleman who, a couple of guys actually, I guess it's a few guys, and I really don't like how Dr. Fauci tried to blame it on gay men. Like, Dr. Fauci, you really tried it, like really. I
Listen.
mean, because if we really think about it, if it's supposed to be from touch, like we touch our faces, we touch everything on our body all
Right.
day.
All day long.
So it's like, why did Dr. Fauci put that on gay men? And now that people are really thinking this is a gay men's disease, just like other things that they planted on gay men.
Yo.
But we won't talk about that.
So speaking of gay men's disease, right? This Instagram model just found out she had AIDS after 10 years of not getting tested.
What?
Child, hold on. Let me make sure I want to give you the accurate speak because they thought AIDS was a gay man's disease, right?
Listen, first of all, definitely get tested for all STDs. Those of
Please.
you who are ladies, go get an annual. If you don't have, insurance, pay for it. Okay, save up. I wouldn't say sell some ass to get the money to pay for it because that probably would be counterproductive.
Right.
But,
For
but definitely get your annuals and then make sure that you get all the tests. Just be like, tested for everything, child. Okay, just test me for everything, and then run me those results back in a couple of days. All right.
So yeah, it was she was an Instagram model. She was linked to a lot of celebrities.
What?
Just found out she has AIDS. Has had it for 10. She only got tested one time in 10 years.
So how does she know she had it? She had it for 10 years. How did they know?
She didn't get tested until her symptoms were debilitating, and so she went to the doctor, and that's when she found out. I know hella dudes eat ass, TikTok ass. Yo, hey yo, ain't nothing wrong with eating ass. That's not a.
I just need to know who the celebrities were because, just like J9 said,
she has to
and
go,
slept with a lot of celebrities. Exactly. What is really going on?
You got to report when you she was 85 pounds. Yeah, so when she was losing weight, she couldn't. She was getting sick, so she had to go to the doctor. But I mean, HIV tests are free. They're rapid. You can get them like in the store. You can get them at CVS. Like you don't have to do that.
I just got a test from the HIV truck.
Right, that's what I'm
instant
saying.
test. It literally
instant.
1 minute.
Right, it's an instant
It literally
test.
took 1 minute, and that was that. So
the other test, the full panel, may cost you $50 at a clinic. They may have some kind of sliding scale that's available to you. So yeah, definitely get tested.
yes,
Be safe.
dude.
And
Yes,
have the
'cause-
conversation with your partners.
I-
When was the last
child,
time when was the last time they got tested?
Listen, I just had that conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
Run me those test results.
Yeah, I want to see your test results. And that's an adult
And the
conversation.
thing is, and it's okay. It's okay
Right.
to provide those test results. I don't want I don't want nobody extra germs but my own. Okay.
Right.
And if I'm going to allow you to share germs with me in some
Right.
way, shape, or form, I
Right.
don't want them to be deadly. Okay.
Right.
And I don't want them to pop up on my lips. Okay.
all.
Period.
At
So get tested, y'all. Listen, I don't know what y'all doing out here. Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask. Like seriously. Like
All about
this is
protection.
not over.
Right.
This is not over. We are still in the middle of a war. Okay.
Very
and they are
bad.
killing us with chemical warfare.
Read a book.
What
Everybody
book?
read a book.
What book?
The book I'm reading right now is called Patriarchy Blues
Okay.
by Frederick Joseph. I would recommend it.
Okay.
It is about toxic masculinity. It's a reflection on masculinity and what
Okay.
it means and how
Interesting.
it's specifically for black men.
Okay.
And so it's a really dope read. And so I would
All right.
recommend that book to everybody.
J9 says she's in the streets. I'm gonna read that part first. And then she says test results are a must for her. Okay.
Absolutely.
Because she's in the streets.
Because she's in the, I need to know. I need to know. I like, listen. I need to know your results.
Good.
I have my
night.
results on my phone.
Nora
I
Comer
do.
says wear your mask while y'all eating ass. Okay then.
Won't be doing that.
Yes, Janon confirmed that she's in the streets. All right. Listen, whatever you can do, protect yourself because things are happening. Monkeypox are happening. I just had a visitor come to the door here in the station, and he wanted to shake my hand, and I'm like, I'm not shaking hands. But
Right. I saw that. I did see
please,
that.
but please, feel free to slide your card over here. You stay on that side of the door.
Very that.
I mean, I just think that, protecting each other is important. Make sure y'all understand that we are not, like, this is not over. So
Right.
just do whatever you can to protect yourself, your family. I mean, just like they're doing on P-Valley. I mean, are you watching P-Valley?
I haven't seen any episodes of P-Valley.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much.
Sir is canceled.
You can't cancel
until he watches P-Valley. Okay.
I haven't seen it. I'm
Listen,
watching Everything Is Trash.
That's what we need to do a recap on P-Valley. So catch up. Lil Murda, I like Lil Murda. Like this season, he is definitely giving. It's not trade. He's giving. I love you.
He's giving. I love you. Okay.
I love you in red. That's what I'll leave that there for those of you. Tiffany Natasha says she never seen P-Valley Child. Tiffany, girl, you got to watch it. It's good. Aretha says she hasn't seen it yet. Aretha, yes. Tonight,
There's
it's
2
on.
seasons.
It is. Get to catching up because,
Right.
First of all, I just think that the way that they did this new season, though, it's really theatrical. It's the writer who is a Broadway screenplay writer.
Oh, okay.
She is spectacular. The way that they there's a lot of like Cirque Olay type of vibes like in this. It's a very
the dude that does the stunts for Clifford is dope.
That does the stunts for Clifford.
Yeah,
What
that
stunts?
does his I think he did like pole tricks this year, right? This season.
Watch it, sir. No.
And so there's a guy who does his stunts or whatever, or who's done it. I don't know.
He doesn't have any stunts.
But anyway, there's this. Anyway,
Watch the show, sir. You're
Okay,
canceled
I'm
until
watch the show.
you're canceled until
I'm gonna
then.
watch the show. I'm gonna watch the show.
Aretha says, "Is it on Prime? You can watch it on Prime, and I think it's on Stars or Showtime, one of the other. Stars. Yeah, definitely watch it. Tiffany Natasha says, me and Aretha are forming a No P-Valley club. You can't miss this. Like, they're definitely going to get an Emmy for this. I'm calling it. I'm putting it out there right now. They deserve an Emmy for this. There are people who don't like the riskiness of, like, the real stories, but they're one of the things that, happened earlier in P-Valley was one of the gentlemen that Lil Murda was in jail with, they had, like, a loving relationship, right? They ended up writing each other poetry. They ended up being in love, and they ended up making love, not having sex. And so that he had to deal with that when the other gentleman got out of prison, and they had to figure out how to navigate that relationship now. And I just think that that's a real conversation. I have some friends who have been to prison who have told me that they have definitely had relationships with people. I really want to have them on the show. Yeah, I really want to have them on the show to talk about that because they have wives and children. And I just think I think it's a real conversation, and I want to see,
so
where that should go. So maybe we'll have that on. Those of you who are listening now, we are taking a short hiatus, right? We're taking a hiatus all of August, but we will be back at the beginning of September to give y'all some more shady ass tea. But in the meantime, don't forget, you can go to YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. You can click that share button. You can click rewind. You can press play. All of those things. Okay.
None of those things cost you money.
$0. It's $3.99.
Right. This feeling you got right now, you got it for free. This joy that you have, you know what I'm saying? The devil didn't get it to you. That was
free $99.
Free $99. Can't nobody take it away neither.
But we are going to be doing a couple of revamps and things like that. But don't forget, tell your friends about us. If you just tuned in for the first time, go ahead and go back and click that play button because we definitely gave you some great things. And don't forget, you can listen to us on all podcast networks too. We're on Spotify. Yes. We are on Apple
iHeart
podcast. We are on iHeartRadio. All you have to do is search Shady Ass Tea, and we're right there. So we will see y'all when we come back. We love y'all.
Love y'all.
We'll see y'all in September. Bye, y'all.
Bye.